Dogecoin wants to break out so bad right now. We saw a massive spike today, going all the way up to 6.5 cents. Massive, I guess maybe a little bit of an overrated way to describe it because it did go right back down afterwards. But it looks like Dogecoin wants to break out so badly right now. It is just waiting for that opportunity. It really, really wants it. As you can see, throughout the rest of the day, it went up like crazy all the way up to 6.5, then came back down. Now it's been steadily going up throughout the day. I'm looking for a potential break to come at some point here. Dogecoin can only stay around that same level for so long before it eventually breaks out. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and show you a really, really bullish article that came out on Dogecoin. This is from Investor Place. Dogecoin shows no signs of slowing as endorsements keep piling up, basically talking about all the celebrity endorsements, talking about all of us in our community and what we've been doing. Welcome everyone coming into the live. We have a great day for Dogecoin to talk about because this spike here, if it does that enough times, eventually one of these is going to hold and just take a hold and go crazy. So the spike we saw today was a lot of fun, but I'm excited about what it's going to mean for the future. As we take a look at this, Square, Fidelity, Coinbase start cryptocurrency lobbying group. This is a huge step for cryptocurrency because we know the banks, they already have their lobbying groups. They are telling cryptocurrency, they're telling the people in government, hey, maybe stop cryptocurrency. I think that's going to happen more and more. But as long as we have lobbying groups on our side as well, the system is a little bit broken, let's be honest. We shouldn't have lobbying groups have the ability to be able to do stuff like this. We really shouldn't, but yet they can. And so because of that, we need to have our own lobbying groups for cryptocurrency, and that's a huge step right there. Also, I want to say welcome to everyone who just joined on Patreon. We had a ton of people just join, a bunch of people, so welcome everyone new. We are actually going to do a really fun meeting tonight where we're going to just talk. You're welcome to come on video chat, or you can just come and listen in. You can come on talk, whatever you want to do. But in order to join, all you have to do, where you see where it says voice chat, go to the Discord. If you're part of the Patreon community, go to the Discord, click on where it says voice chat, then you can hop in. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. I look forward to seeing you there. I put out a message there. But it's gonna be a lot of fun to talk, and we'll just be able to talk about whatever the heck we want. There's still a few spots left on Patreon. You're welcome to check it out. There's a link down there in the description. But if you are already part of that, just look out for that tonight at 8 p.m. I hope to see you there. Scaramucci. Bitcoin is the apex predator, but Ethereum will be the actual store of value. There is definitely no question, some truth to that. Ethereum. I currently have 5 Ethereum now. I bought a couple more, and it's been going up a ton recently, at least percentage-wise. I mean, I would like to see it go up even more. Cardano, Ethereum, 2 cryptocurrencies that both have potential to maybe one day, especially Ethereum. What if they can take over the Bitcoin market cap? It's going to be extremely hard to do, but it is possible. Let me go ahead and read some of these comments here. Welcome, Edward, to the Crypto of the Week level. You now have access to view the Crypto of the Week on the memberships. Can I get the Discord link? Dogecoin to the moon from Sam. Sam, send me a message on Twitter, and I will send you the Discord link. But welcome. What's your prediction for BTT and Doge to the moon? My prediction for BTT is that we're going to most likely see a little bit of a drop, and then I expect it to continue rising. BTT is one of the cryptocurrencies that has more potential than a lot of other ones. And I'll make a video in the future going into more detail on that. But BTT is definitely one I like a lot. If you are hodling with BTT, there's a decent chance you're going to make even more money. We also predicted on the Crypto of the Week, Helium, which has now gone up 500%, even more now. It's continued to see some big gains in the last week. Really, really cool to see. But we've been predicting some of these, and it's fun to watch as cryptocurrency goes up so much. To the moon! From Marlene, Beto, Matt, and the entire community. Matt, any thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Oh, let me show you this. So yes, I do have some thoughts on Ethereum Classic. I've been holding on to Ethereum Classic for so long. Look at this. So this is my Ethereum Classic portfolio. I'm really kind of spread out with cryptocurrency. I have a lot of different cryptocurrencies, but I'm up. My average cost on Ethereum Classic is $10.94. So I've been holding Ethereum Classic for a really long time. My first buy into Ethereum Classic, let me see when my first buy was. But Ethereum Classic, it was in 2019. So early 2019, my first time buying Ethereum Classic. It has gone up a lot though, which is fantastic to see. I'm excited about Ethereum Classic. It has potential. I actually have an article put up about that. But before we get to that, let me go ahead and show you this. Also, what's the deal with ADA? ADA, if you're not looking at ADA, then you're probably making a mistake. But ADA, let's go ahead and pull up the ADA chart right now. Coin market cap 88, 127, continuing to climb. Also, Doge to the moon from L Akaji Dogeverse. I love it. Thank you for the chat. And Quentin Howard says, just bought more Doge at 25K. Doge strong to the moon. Keep up the great work, Matt. We all appreciate it. Thank you so much. Working hard, putting a ton of time and effort and energy into this because I love it, but it's also extremely hard work. There's no question about that. 127 for Cardano, continuing to go up. And look at this. This is what you like to see with a chart. Whenever you see steadily increasing combined with potential, that's the recipe for success. That's why I currently have some Cardano. I have about $5,000, I think, of Cardano. I'm pretty sure it's around that much. But anyway, we're hoping to see Cardano go up. Diversification is obviously the best thing to do. You want to, at the very least, be looking at having Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, at least as part of your portfolio. If you're all altcoin heavy, that does have high upside, but it increases your risk. So the altcoins on the Patreon and all of that and on the YouTube, those are the good ones we want to be looking at. But it's important to be diversified. Take a look at this. Akin is set to build a futuristic cryptocurrency-based city in Uganda. Africa continuing more and more. We are seeing strides with cryptocurrency as the governments there, they're not exactly the most responsible when it comes to managing money, especially in countries like Nigeria, Uganda, another example where the government hasn't exactly managed the money well. The people just said, all right, well, we'll use cryptocurrency then. And so I'm excited to see what they do with that. I'll be giving updates on that. Signal adds payment feature with a privacy-focused cryptocurrency. Signal making some moves, not that big of a story, just thought I would throw it in there real quick. Then Fidelity, Square, and Coinbase launch cryptocurrency trade group. This is the lobbying group I was talking about. It's exciting to see that the $60 million NFT that was bought from Webull was bought with Ethereum. That was just coming out. We knew it mostly already, but now it's been confirmed. Elon Musk asked Cathie Wood about the Buffett indicator flashing red. The ARK Invest chief explained why she isn't worried. Basically, Elon Musk asked Cathie Wood, take a look what we're seeing with the GDP in comparison to the GDP, in comparison to the S&P market cap. Basically, what we've seen is the GDP and the S&P market cap showing some discrepancies there. But basically, she says that she doesn't think it's as big of a problem because of innovation. Normally that would be an indicator, it turning red, that we're about to see a stock market crash. Cathie Wood, she's a little bit biased because she's so invested into cryptocurrency, or into the stock market world. So of course she wants it to stay up with all the investments that she's making with her group ARK Invest. So of course she's going to be biased. We can't trust her 100%, but I think to some degree she has some good points there. Innovation is driving so much of this economic boom that we're seeing right now. Innovation like we've never seen before. Obviously, the value of the dollar going down, and that is definitely going to be a big concern into the future. And there's a reason that we're seeing some of the biggest groups in the world, some of the biggest investors, some of the Wall Street people, they're starting to sell some of their stock right now, suggesting that Cathie Wood could be wrong and we could be ready for a stock market crash sooner rather than later. There's no guarantee it will happen this year, but I think there's a decent chance that it will. And if it does, a lot of people need to be looking out for that. And of course, if you subscribe to this channel with notifications on, I will keep you updated on that. Whenever we see some big news that could suggest it's about to go one way or the other, I will let you know. Cryptocurrency advocates receive increasing support. This article is basically talking about all of the institutions coming in and supporting cryptocurrency. You love to see it. Doge to the moon from L Koji Dogeverse. Thank you so much for that. My man, Ethereum and Doge loves life. Always great to watch your lives. To the moon from Topher. A lot of to the moon comments. I love to see it. As long as we continue to watch Dogecoin, I think it's about to potentially we're going to see a spike. I mean, it's only a matter of time. If it continues holding strong, it will break out. That's just the way it is. It cannot hold strong for that long. Also, welcome Brian to the Patreon. I'll send you a message to join the Discord soon, and you're welcome to join 8 p.m. tonight. The Discord meeting to hang out, whatever we want to call it. We're just going to go on there and talk and have fun. I'm excited about that. But Bitcoin blockchain mining operations in China are supposedly, so this is an article, this is the first roast of the night. Let's go ahead and get out the roast music. It is time to take her to town. This writer, we have to absolutely destroy her. We have to roast her a little bit here. Not really, but because she's probably a nice person, right? But we're going to still roast her nonetheless for her terrible article here. We're going to continue calling out these people who are just straight up lying to you and telling you that somehow cryptocurrency is worse for the environment when that's not even close to true. Not even close to true. That is complete and total bank lines right there. The banks want you to believe that very, very badly because they see cryptocurrency as a threat to their systems, which are way less efficient and are way less good when it comes to the amount of pollutants that get into the air. So, I mean, we have to keep calling it out because it's not true. We all like clean air, but at the same time, I mean, this is just silly. So here we go with the roast music. Bitcoin mining operations in China threaten climate goals. Well, here's the deal. This article was written by someone by the name of Carolyn Can, or however you pronounce her last name. But Carolyn, you don't know what you're talking about. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency mining, is not only significantly more efficient and faster, but it also is way, way, way better when it comes to the amount of emissions. More than 50% of mining operations currently on clean energy. And as we see, more and more cryptocurrencies that operate even better when it comes to their operating systems, that's going to get even better over time. So you are, of course, 100% wrong. But here's the deal. I mean, we all know it. People like Carolyn, or Caroline, however you pronounce her last name, these are the type of people that eat their sandwiches like this. They eat their sandwiches sideways. Wouldn't surprise me at all if she did that exact thing. They also, I guarantee you, Caroline probably doesn't know this trick. When it comes to when you use an extension cord, you put two together, she probably doesn't know that you're supposed to do it around so it doesn't come undone. I guarantee you, we have Carolyn, she's trying to plug it in and keeps getting unplugged. She doesn't know. Someone has to go tell her. Not just her. Every single person who's making these silly articles like this. She also probably thinks, if you ask her, what is a Phillip head? She probably thinks this is a Phillip head. If you go get the Phillip head, she probably thinks, wait, I have to go all the way to Europe to get the Phillip head? That's what she thinks. Prince Philip right there. Take a look at this. This is the chart right here that basically shows Ethereum Classic versus Ethereum 2.0. A lot of people asking me, Matt, why are we seeing Ethereum Classic go up? I've been making some good money from that. Hopefully you have too if you were investing into it. But Ethereum Classic has been going up because it actually has some coolness to it. Ethereum Classic, if you don't know, was the original Ethereum before it forked off after the hack, after the stealing of the money. They made the new one so that they can then give some of that back to the people who had it taken from them. But Ethereum Classic still the original, the number one, the OG Ethereum. And because it's so widely available, that's one of the reasons that it's allowed to spike to this degree, and it has the structure and the ability to do so. Any thoughts on NKD, the stock, and Reddit push? I'll check it out. I've been looking a little bit, but I haven't really been paying too much attention to that. I'm pretty sure I own a tiny amount. How much do I own? Let me see. How much do I own of Naked stock? I have no idea how much I own. I think it's like under $100. I don't own very much at all. Or maybe is it a little more than that? Let me check. I bought a number of meme stocks at the beginning of the month just for fun because why not? I didn't put very much money into it though. Let me see how much I have. Oh, here we go. Actually, I have a little bit more than I thought. Okay, I have 384 shares of Naked stock, and it honestly hasn't even been doing that well. It's been going. Look at that. It's been continuing to go down again. So it hasn't been doing that well. I mean, the reason I didn't buy very many shares, that's not even that much, is just because I was only doing it for fun. I don't think it's a good investment to be looking at meme stocks long term. It's fun if you can capitalize on it in the short term and capitalize on the spikes. Go for it. Why not? Not financial advice, but go for it if you want to. Also, welcome Steven to the Crypto of the Week level. I think you're gonna really like the community. We had a bunch of new people joining, and it's gonna be fun to see where this goes in the future. Zom stock as well. Big gains potential. Zom stock. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Zom stock is about to go to the moon. 139 right now. Look at that. A recent bump right there. Zom stock, headquartered, CEO Robert Cohen. Interesting. In Michigan is where it's headquartered. Thinking about buying stock in Castor Maritime. Is this another meme stock? I haven't even heard about this one yet. So it's called ZOM, market cap only 1 billion. So it's tiny in terms of market cap compared to other companies. I don't know. You know what I'll do? I'll screenshot it. I'll look at it later. I don't see anything special there. I really don't. I wouldn't recommend that you invest in it. Definitely not. Doesn't look that good, but I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he has some inside knowledge, which is illegal, but I doubt he has an inside knowledge. Maybe he just knows something we don't. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so this is basically the difference between Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. Cryptocurrency, both of them, yes, cryptocurrency. Smart contracts, yes, for both. Proof of work versus proof of stake. So Ethereum Classic, proof of work. Ethereum 2.0, proof of stake. You can argue proof of work is actually better. That's one of the reasons we're seeing it go up right now. Fixed monetary policy versus variable monetary policy. People like stability. People like to see something that's the same, at least for a store of value. When it comes to a currency, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum Classic has disadvantages compared to Ethereum, the new one. So that's what you have to look at. As a currency, Ethereum's better, but as a store of value, you could argue that Ethereum Classic is better. High security, yes, for Ethereum Classic. For Ethereum 2.0, it's a little bit of a question mark. It's still high security, but it's a little bit more of a question mark. The security on Ethereum Classic is, in my opinion, and based on the things we're seeing, a little bit better right now. Then high performance, they put yes for Ethereum 2.0 and an X for Ethereum Classic. So that's why as a currency, Ethereum's better. But as a store of value, that's one of the reasons we're seeing Ethereum Classic spike right now, because it is very, very effective as that. And it still can be used as a currency too. Still a pretty decent currency. On top of that, the Elon Musk effect, Endeavor hopes new board member will bring IPO gold. So Endeavor, Elon Musk continuing to just get added to more and more and more of these as a board member. It's kind of funny to see. I feel like he's getting a little bit stretched thin. I don't know how he's going to do it all. That's a lot. That's a lot to handle. Also, he unveiled the reason why we saw the Starship. There's a methane leak in the Starship, which is why we saw that happen. Keep in mind, the Starship is going to advance so much further than where it is now. That thing is about 30 stories tall. It can hold 100 people, or potentially more at some points in the future. Can take big payloads into orbit, can be refueled in orbit. So many opportunities there for this. I'm really, really excited about Starship and what Elon Musk is doing with that. One day, I would love nothing more than to take all of you on the journey with me through a vlog where we go to the moon, literally. And I will, of course, you better believe I'm going to take a Dogecoin to the moon with me. Maybe that's what Elon Musk meant. Maybe Elon Musk is going to take final stand to the moon. Please, Elon, please do it. We would love nothing more than that. I mean, think about how cool the vlog would be. Imagine Matt Wallace actually standing on the moon, holding a Dogecoin up and saying, "To the moon!" And we're literally there. And maybe I'll pick up a rock and come bring it back. How cool would that be? I don't know. Would they get mad at us? Would we get canceled if we took a rock back from the moon? We may not be allowed to do that. Do we want to get canceled? Maybe not. Maybe not. Musk says, I mean, being canceled, though, is a great source of publicity. If you ever get canceled, you get so much free publicity from that. I don't know. Maybe people, I bet a bunch of people get canceled on purpose. Welcome to the Crypto of the Week level as well. Lonnie, if you want to join that, you're welcome to do so. Lonnie, you're going to love the community. Definitely. If you want to tune in, what I'll do is I'll send out the Discord link on the, look for it. If you're on the Crypto of the Week or higher on the members, I'm going to send out a members only post soon on YouTube with the Discord links. So make sure to look out for that. I'll try to do that not too long after I get off the live. And then that way you can participate tonight on the Discord meeting at 8 p.m. Eastern time. As we've seen, this is what the price of Dogecoin has been doing. What is it currently at? 6091. So it's hovering around that 6 cents area. It's been going down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit after that big spike today. Obviously, that spike could have been even bigger. And the reason it wasn't is because there are people right now who see that as an opportunity to sell. But if it keeps happening, as we see more spikes like that, at some point in the future, people are going to realize, well, it's just going to go back up again. So why would I sell? Every single time, there will be more people that buy and less people that sell until we eventually see a massive spike potentially. No guarantees, right? Obviously, you have to be careful, because at any point in time, cryptocurrency could be banned or restricted in the US or in other countries, which could have a negative impact. But in the long term, I don't see any reason not to be extremely optimistic for Dogecoin. And even in the short term too, even though there's risks, it's still a good time to be optimistic right now. Stocks making the biggest moves right now in the pre-market. So we have seen a number of stocks go up a lot. Southwest Airlines, Tesla, Philips, Moderna, Credit, murder capital acquisition Snap has been going up too, 1.5%. But the biggest one is Illumina. So it's basically, the ticker is LIMN, and you can see over the last 5 years some extremely steady gains, currently at $61 billion market cap, making it a pretty dang big company. So if you want to look at this stock right here, ILMN, I think it's a good one to be looking at for the long term, especially if you're younger right now. If you want a stock to buy and hold for the next 10 years, this is definitely one to consider right here, because I expect continued steady gains, and I expect it to go back up and pass its all-time highs at some point within the next 2 months here. That's my prediction for that. Also, Bill Gates, he explains why he is the largest farmland owner in the entire United States. A lot of people don't realize that. He hasn't talked about it much, but his explanation for it is basically just that he would like to see farms being used as ways to advance technology with farming. He honestly, though, his answer wasn't very clear in this. He didn't really truly explain it. I didn't feel like I was satisfied with the answer he gave. He kind of did a little bit of a runaround on it. He was asked directly, and he couldn't really avoid it because of that. He's been trying to avoid it for so long. I'm surprised they even let him ask the question, the interviewer, but he's still trying to avoid. I'm still a little bit wondering what's going on, Bill. I mean, maybe he really is up to no good, or maybe he's doing something good. It's hard to know, but nonetheless, I'll keep you updated on it. I don't want to be saying things that like, oh, look at this, some crazy things happen, and then it's just completely made up. Maybe it is. Maybe this is all just made up. Maybe he's just doing the good stuff. Maybe it doesn't matter. But we love roasting Bill Gates, so we will of course look for an opportunity to roast him whenever we get a chance, just for fun. So I'm gonna be looking out for the opportunities. I mean, to be honest, he's probably not up to anything bad. He's probably just trying to make farming go forward. I mean, maybe it's also just investment for money. Those are the two most likely things. But at the same time, if there is something shady, we are going to get to the bottom of it, no doubt, and we'll come out for it, even though it's a small chance of that being the case. ADA is I think ADA should be higher right now, because we've already seen it spike to that level before. During this cryptocurrency spike, we've seen a lot of cryptos go back to their previous highs, but Cardano is just at its previous high. It has not continued to skyrocket beyond that, which leads me to believe it has way more potential, because Cardano has already been this high before. This is not the first time. And with all the positive news coming out recently, there's absolutely no excuse for it to not be higher than its previous high at this current point in this current bull market. Cardano, more bullish now than I have been in a long time on it. Kind of crazy when you see. So look at that's the previous all-time high. The new one is not that much higher than it. 1.2 versus around 1.5 or so for this all-time high most recently. Currently though, it's only like a tiny fraction above where its previous all-time high was, which is just wild to think about. So all-time high, you can see there 1.119, and it even went a little bit higher than that, so around 1.2. Now it's at 1.27, around that same area. Which it's just funny too. Keep in mind, if you had invested in it at the very top there and then it went down, you would have thought, dang it, I just made the worst investment ever. But if you'd held it all the way until now, then you'd still be up by 7 cents, which is just kind of funny to think about. Never, ever look at a drop as a final thing, because all it takes is another bull run in the future, and then we can see it spike again, and it can turn your terrible investment into a great investment. We've seen that all across cryptocurrency. People holding onto their investments for a long time, for that entire span from the 2017 spike until this spike, and with cryptocurrency, and that's what's caused all of the positive stuff we are seeing right now. You love to see it. It's hard to argue with success. It's hard to argue with awesome stuff happening like that. Also, what we've seen with Elon Musk recently, you saw my video. It was really exciting to see that he liked that tweet saying Doge will in fact be the crypto of Mars. He's pretty heavily trying to let us know. He's trying to signal to us that he is going to do that. I believe him 100% when he says Doge moon landing. I believe him 100% when he signals Mars Dogecoin cryptocurrency. I think he's going to do it, and it's very, very exciting. FSD just navigated the highway exit and continued driving itself. This is a really cool picture. So this is from the Tesla factory. That shows all of the seats that they're manufacturing there. And you can just imagine the dun, dun, dun. I don't want to get, oh no, YouTube, don't take the video down. I guess I can't do it. Dang it, I really want to do it. But you can just imagine the Stormtrooper music playing along. It's a really cool picture. That's definitely architect quality material there. I just thought I would include that because, hey, why not? That's pretty awesome. Elon Musk hasn't tweeted though in a little bit. He tweeted out the earth is not flat, it's a hollow globe, and Donkey King lives in there yesterday. He has not tweeted again on the main tweet since then. But this is the one I was showing you. What do you think of the unusually high ratio of S&P market cap to GDP? And underneath that I said the unusually high ratio of S&P to market cap to GDP shows why Dogecoin is potentially a great investment to consider looking at right now. Dogecoin has an opportunity to come in. I disagree with Kathy. I think we could see a bit of a stock market slump relatively soon here. Cryptocurrency, the real question is, I believe what we'll see with cryptocurrency, we'll see a little bit of a dip at first, and then people will realize that cryptocurrency is a hedge against the reason that the stock market is crashing, which is the dollar, the economy, and the currencies across the globe, and people will see cryptocurrency. So after that dip at first, I expect us to see cryptocurrency have some more big spikes after that. And that's what's going to be exciting to watch. So don't under any circumstances look at the dip and think there's a guarantee it's going to keep going down if we do see a stock market crash. I mean, it can if the circumstances are not ideal, but I'm not, I mean, because you can't. If I could sit here and say I know for sure what's going to happen, that would be amazing. This channel would have a bajillion subscribers, right? But all we can do is just predict it the best we possibly can based on the information we have. And I think the highest percentage chance is us seeing that happen rather than us seeing cryptocurrency fall at the exact same rate that we're going to see potentially stocks fall. Just something to look out for there. It's exciting. I will see you guys at 8 p.m. tonight. I'll also be in the comment section after I get off this live right here. But anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.